Hello everyone, welcome back to Helsite YouTube channel. Today in this video, we are going to see advantages and disadvantages of living in a city. So let's get started. Let's see advantages. First, meeting new people. You will meet new people anywhere you move, but the experience is different in a city because major cities draw all kinds of people to them from all around the world. There are also more people in a city, which means you will be encountering new faces every day. Meeting new and talking to new people who have had very different life experiences than yours can be refreshing and give you a new perspective. Second is activities. If you have lived in the same town for 10 years or more, chances are that you know the town very well and have done about everything there is to do. If you spend 10 years living in a major city, you likely won't come close to experiencing everything the city has to offer. There is always something to do in a major city to keep people of all different interests from getting bored. Most cities have a lively nightlife, different types of food to try, shows of all types, museums, landmarks, parks, festivals, sports games and much more. If you are a visual or performance artist or a musician, there are plenty of opportunities in a big cities to become a part of the scene. Third one is public transportation. The public transportation system in major cities is a good alternative to driving yourself and dealing with the traffic and parking situation. Cities have trains or subways, buses and plenty of taxis and ride-sharing drivers so you can get where you need to go. Many public transportation options such as the buses and trains are very affordable and free you of the hassle of driving. It is possible to live without a car in most major cities. Fourth one is big events. The biggest events such as sporting events, concerts, festivals and art openings happen in major cities. You can catch a concert or a baseball game without the long drives to and from the suburbs. Fifth one is shared experience. One thing that can be very comforting in a big city with millions of people of different background is that everyone is sharing the same experience of living in the city. Big cities are more welcoming than many people believe, and if you go to the same places and do the same activities, you will quickly meet new people who have similar interests and likely came to live in the city for the same reason as you. Now let's see disadvantages. First one is cost of living. The higher cost of living is the first disadvantage that people typically think of when considering moving to a city. Major cities always have a higher cost of living than the surrounding suburbs. And cities like San Francisco and New York routinely have the highest cost of living in the US. Normal living expenses such as rent and utilities tend to be higher in big cities, and you may have additional living expenses you wouldn't have in the suburbs such as parking permits and laundry. Food, drinks, tobacco products and gasoline are also more expensive in major cities. Second one is noise. In general, the noise level in major cities is higher than in the suburbs. Cities have more people and more traffic that contribute to the noise, as well as trains and nearby airports with loud planes flying in and out. Special events such as concerts and ball games can also make a neighborhood louder and more congested. Downtown areas in some major cities like New York are loud and busy almost 24 hours a day. However, it is possible to find city neighborhoods that are almost as quiet as the suburbs. Chicago has plenty of neighborhoods throughout the city that are relatively quiet. Third one is lack of space. Moving from the suburbs to the city almost always involves downsizing your living space. In some cities, the apartments can be very small. It is also rare to have an outside space like a yard or patio. There are homes in major cities, some with decent size yards, but they are much more expensive than in the suburbs. If you want to move to the city, you must accept that you will be living in an apartment building with neighbors on the other side of your walls. The next one is lack of parking. The parking situation in major city is a huge hassle compared to the suburbs. In the suburbs, people can park in their driveways or on their residential streets, and most businesses have parking lots for their customers to use. In big cities, parking is not a guarantee. Some residential streets are permit parking only, which means you need to buy a permit, and streets with a free parking fill up fast. It is rare for an apartment to have a designated parking space, but there are apartments that do. It's also rare for businesses to have their own parking lots, which means that you will most likely have to pay to park somewhere on the street, maybe even a couple blocks away from your destination. So this is all about the advantages and disadvantages of living in a city. If you like this video, then share it with your friends. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe this channel for seeing more such videos. Meet you in the next video. Till then, take care and be happy.